Hi everyone! Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. This is Ma'am Diane Grace O. Crespo, your teacher for today. Okay, so as I have said, I'll be recording the last lecture kasi medyo kinulang tayo sa time. So I hope that you will bear with me. And I told you also that our quiz would be 30 points. So now, aside from this 30-point item na quiz natin, I'll be giving 5 bonus words that you will use for your video. So magbibigay ako ng mga words na gagamitin and that would be your bonus. So all in all, 25 lang ang re-reviewin nyo. That's why I will know if, for example, hindi kayo na nanood ng video na to because may 5 bonus questions na you will only access in this video. Okay? So sabi ko sa inyo, malalaman ko kung manonood kayo or hindi. So for those that watch this video and hindi pa kayo to those who watch this video, huwag niyong sasabihin. So that pare-pareho kayo ng magulat sa bandang huli. Okay, so at least sinabi ko, di ba, in the beginning of this video. So now we shall begin our discussion. I hope that you will understand this one, even if it is virtually. So if you have questions, feel free to PM, pero sa GC, so that if you have a question, it will be easier to be addressed. So I'll be sharing my screen now. So I hope that you can see it well. Okay, so the last unit is the unit 5. It is the late childhood or the intermediate schooler. I know you have lots of things that you could remember when you were in intermediate high schooler. So what are the physical development of intermediate schooler? Okay, let us now begin for this one. Supposedly, this would be your activity. I want you to go to your room and share your first menstrual experience. Okay, actually, we've already done with this one pala, sorry. Okay, so ito yung last activity natin that we've been through. So I am very happy because for the girls, they've shared the different myths that they did during this intermediate school. So marami di ba? So nakita natin that this activity really helped me to know you more about you. I've already told you my stories about my first menstruation, and it's really not that easy. And makikita natin the role of parents are very important talaga. Some women and some boys and girls. Because even if ano na kayo dito by this time, medyo may isip na kayo, isn't it sa boys, usually ang naglilinis niyan, ang magtuturo kung paano maglinis is yung nanay nyo. That would be the last time na makikita nila yung inyong pinakatatago-tagong mga ganyan. Kasi with this one, they will help you to clean the wounds. Oo. So, tutulungan nila kayong linisin, tuturuan nila kayo kung paano para hindi siya mag-infect. Oh, yan. So, yun yung kagandahan pag So, kung ano-anong pinapakulo ng nanay niyo na gulay, ay gulay tuloy, bayabas, dahon ng bayabas, dahon ng, yung iba malunggay, kung ano yung available to help it heal faster. And for the girls, it's very important nga din talaga yung for example, yung dysmenorrhea natin, okay, so siyempre, it's a little bit scary to have the first menstruation. Makikita natin napakalaki ng role ng nanay, but kahit na yung nanay natin ang malaking role, ang tatay din natin, they are partners with this one. Um, we cannot deny the fact that both our parents play a very important role. That's why napakahirap po talaga na maging isang parent. You will be with the journey of with your kids. So from zygote until now sa menstruation nila, first menstruation, and then first, of course, first and last circumcision nyo. So you will do it together as one. Now, what are the physical changes that we have? So but this one, children in their late childhood stage always seem to be in a hurry. Lagi tayong nagmamadali. Okay, so nakita natin, ang cute ni Liza dito, di ba? Napaka-cute niya nung bata siya. Jejemon pa. Bakit lagi tayong nagmamadali? Well, number one is we have lots of schoolworks. Sa junior high school, sa pagkakatanda ko, I will just base this based on the observations that I have with my students. You have a lot of time for academic, 'di ba? Madami tayong ginagawa sa academic. You've been busy doing projects, doing activity, recitation, and you also have different, oh, ayan, diyan na rin nag-i-start yung, you have barkada na you will go out, diyan na rin nagsisimula yung peer pressure. Okay, so Diyan nagsimula yung nagkaroon kayo ng jowa. So, those different things, sobrang in-a-hurry tayo lagi. And sometimes we forget the rest, and sometimes, even adults cannot understand us. Girls are generally as much as 2 years ahead of boys in terms of maturity. So when we say this one, maturity in a sense na physically, and of course, there are emotionally then. But of course, it depends on the environment that we have. Because there are parents that they're pampering their kids so much na they pampered it na hindi na siya maka-adapt. Parang inosente siya masyado. I've seen this kind of students. There are students who are very, alam niyo, parang grade 7 pa lang, they are very, ano na, they're very used to the environment. So, ito kasi sa totoo lang, yung pagiging high school, since all of you are junior high school teachers, tama ba? May BE-Ed ba ako? Okay. Yata, yes, I think I do have a BE-Ed. In junior high school level kasi, ah, ang hirap sa part ng bata 'to kasi you are too young to do something and you are too old to do something, 'di ba? May mga bagay na too young, may mga bagay na too old ka na to do those things. So, itong ano nila talaga, ang hirap maging high school. Okay. So, puberty may begin early. So, kagaya nga nung mga nagpagkuwentuhan natin, like me, 8 years old, nagsimula na akong um, magkaroon ng menstruation, 8 or 9, tapos training bra. Kasi nga medyo malaki yung mataba kasi ako ever since. So I guess some of you as well. Usually yung mga hindi pa nagte-training bra, yung mga sobrang payat eh. But yung mga medyo malalaman like me, maaga. Maaga ka pa lang parang yung shirt mo na pangloob ng damit, meron na siyang parang form para so that yung for the breast, ayan. Budding breasts for girls, and hindi na nagsisimula yun too many. So many. I know so there are some talaga na medyo flat-chested sila. So medyo late na silang nagsimula na magkaroon. But with this one dito na. That's why during this stage talagang kailangan maging conscious na yung bata sa katawan nila. And the parents also need dito talaga kailangan nilang gabayan na yung bata kasi there are some predators, may it be male or female predators, they're eyeing with these teenagers. May mga iba kasi na gano'n. Kaya dapat as parent, babantayan mo yung anak mo para hindi siya mapahamak. Kaya may mga magulang na sobrang higpit and we cannot help. Menstrual period began or maybe dito na yung simula na talagang bakit absent si ganito? Ayan, ang daming dinadala sa clinic kasi nahihimatay talaga. Okay, so this is part of the physical changes that we are now, it's ready. Kaya nga, marami na ring nabubuntis at this time. Now, children gain an average of 7 pounds in weight, an average of 2.5 inches per year, and in an average of an inch in head circumference. Now, this is in average. Not all students would grow as this much. Okay? Sudden boost of weight and height. This is accompanied by increase in appetite and food intake. Napakalakas kumain ng mga bata, especially boys in the age na they're very active. If they're very active, they love playing basketball, so sobrang lakas nila kumain. Increase of body fats, okay, body fats in girls are greater in quantity. Kaya maraming mga babae ang chubby. Okay, but later on natutunaw naman 'yon and then, nagiging sexy sila. I think by the age of parang 'pag mag-grade 9, 'di ba maraming gumaganda ng grade 9. Okay, kung 'di kayo gumanda ng grade 9 siguro kailangan niyo pang i-workout 'yon. Boys tend to have more lean mass per inch of height than girls. So by this time, nakakatuwa kasi, I've been the teacher of my students from grade 7 to 10 and I could see them now, right now. Grade 7 baby pa yung mga bata ko. I remember ang masasabi ko na lang is yung sa ang aking ohana. Ohana kasi yung tawag ko sa mga bata ko during, grade 7. Nung nakita ko sila grade 7, yes, the girls look like they're very sexy na parang they're matured compared to the boys na parang play lang. But grade 8 gano'n pa din, walang pinagbago. But when they became a grade 9 student, they change dramatically. So parang, oh my gosh, ang tangkad na ng mga boys. Oh my gosh, yung girls, they're very beautiful. Pagdating ng grade 10, oh my God, lalong tumangkad yung mga bata ko. They are more, they're more serious, their face mama na sila, and then I saw them now after I think grade 12 na sila. They're really different. Mukha na silang may mga anak. Yung mga boys ko lagi nakikita ko na nasa inuman na talaga 'no. So they're very early, and well, they're 18 years old naman. Most of them are turning 18, so it's normal. Pero they really change from a very cute students when they were grade 7 to now. So it's really cute to see them change. So 7 years na ako nagtuturo. So 6 years ko na silang kilala kasi that's my second part ng student ko. Now, they're no more concerned with their physical appearance. Most of the girls, lalo na ngayon, sa totoo lang, my dear students, alam niyo napakahirap sa part ngayon kasi yung TikTok, yung ang lakas ng ano ng Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, sobrang lakas niya kasi yung mga dati kasi ang problema lang namin, I mean, we have this kind of, tawag dito, eyeing yung mga uso. Yes, we could do. Like, for instance, sa ano, uso yung mga Jejemon cap, mga gano'n. So, Korean, uso yon. Avril Lavigne, uso yon. Pero nowadays, the Instagram like, pero, it's ano siya eh, diverse. As in, sobrang diverse siya kasi hindi naman lahat may Facebook, hindi naman lahat gusto ng Korean and whatsoever. But now, because of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and social media, yung yung pagiging itsura ng mga bata, nakafocus sila dun sa Instagram life. They want to become vloggers because they seen their idols from scratch to where are they right now. Like for example, let's have Miss Zainab Harake. They've seen her from being a majorette, yung first videos, until now ang laki ng niyaman. So maraming mga bata ang they're doing lots of TikTok videos, and they are imagining themselves that they are comparing their lives to the lives of other people. So medyo mas mahirap ngayon compared before kasi kung yung bata hindi yung medyo may pagkainggitera siya talaga, marami siyang kaiinggitan. Kasi dati hindi mo naman nakikita yung pictures na kunwari umalis, different dresses, mas makikita mo lang naman sila na nakaporma 'pag Christmas party, okey? Kasi wala ka namang idea. Eh, ngayon every now and then nakikita niya pati bahay, so you compare yourself. So, it's really hard to be 'pag mahina yung ano ng bata sa mental ano, maiinggit siya talaga. So, it's really hard. Now, children must be given opportunities to engage themselves in a worthwhile activities that promote healthy growth, give them feeling of accomplishment, and reduce the risk of certain disease. So for the physical changes, I know many students neglect PE. Kasi naman, I don't know, there's a big problem with some PE teachers. It is some, huh? They just imagine PE is supposedly a subject that both of you would enjoy, not because of it's easy. Hindi easy ang PE, but rather it's more on about physical. So sa totoo lang, mahirap ang PE. But there are some teachers, their methodology is very lecture type. Sobrang lecture type sila. In a way na parang maiisip ka, this is physical activity, this is physical fitness. We should be graded based on how we perform, kasi nga nandun naman yun sa percentage, eh. Or our teachers must have activities as well that could both be enjoyed. Hindi yung talagang basta na lang na ganito ka, gagawa ng teacher. That's a problem with other teachers. Kasi they fail to incorporate their lesson with the trends right now. So for example, sa amin, I am with my co-faculty, nag-iisip kami ng pwede naming, yung test namin, meron kaming mga, paano ba 'to? We we devise something na para isang performance pero maraming subject. For instance, ako sa English, I want to have a play. Meron kaming ipapa-play sa kanila. I know, Filipino pala hawak ko nun, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Grade 9 is Noli, El Fili, yon. So ngayon, para yung isang play, marami siyang masakop na subjects, nag-usap kami nung mga teachers na pwede. And ang mga teachers na pumwede nun is MAPE. Music, Arts, PE, Health. So ngayon, nagkakaano naman sila. So during the play, dahil cheering, Imagine, Noli Me Tangere. Cheering yata yung grade 9. So, they incorporated, alam niyo yung Noli Me Tangere nila, maraming mga dumadayong mga kung ano-ano. So, nagkaroon ng cheering sa Noli Me Tangere. Sa El Filibusterismo may waltz. Okay, so nagkaroon sila. So for the activity, maganda sana nga talaga inuupuan niya ng bawat teachers. Like for instance, meron kayong big activity every grading. I think sa ano din before sa Filipino, pwede yatang i-ano yung physics. So paano mo i-ano yung physics do'n? Nag-time okay. Sa movie namin sa Elfily, nag-time travel si si Simon, okay. So, nagkaroon ng mga gano'ng effect na gusto-gusto ng mga bata. So, with just one project, ang dami niyang naging angles. TLE, I think, may math din kami dun, eh. May math din kami kasi yung designs ng kanilang set, may halong mga geometric something. So, just imagine, just one big project, ang dami niyang natangay. So, yun sana yung maganda kasi, dapat yun pinaplano ahead of time. Ako kasi, kagaya ng ginagawa ko sa inyo, 'di ba, I plan. Orientation pa lang, alam niyo na 'di ba? Sa'kin din. Sa'kin when I was a teacher in junior high school, grade first quarter orientation, alam na nila yung project nila pagkakasunod-sunod hanggang fourth quarter. Like for instance, English, our project is in English. Um, mythology kasi ang subject sa akin. So for mythology siya, first quarter will be having a poster. Gagawa sila ng reenact sila ng mga different gods and goddesses. Next quarter, they will have a script. Okay, usually ganun yun, yung script na magiging parang trailer nila. And then they will have trailer about gods and goddesses ng third quarter, and fourth quarter will be the movie. Same goes with other other subjects ko din, gano'n sila, nakaplano siya. Kasi I want a continuous project. So just imagine the beauty of that for one school year, isang bagsak na project na siya sa fourth quarter. They will really enjoy. At saka nakakatuwa diyan, kasi if ever na your project is parang magkakadugtong, you know what? My students, kasi inano nila, kinondisyon ko na sila na ganito yung magiging project. They envision it every day. So every day, just imagine, hinati ko kasi yung klase, kasi mabigat yung pinapagawa ko, hati sila. Every single day, naniningil sila ng piso. So piso na inaano nila 'yun. So piso, 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 piso. Hanggang sa at the end of the school year, dun sa final nila, yung total count naka 37,000 sila. And they are willing to use that 37,000 for the play. So just imagine, gano'n kalaki for that piso kasi nga inorient mo sila from the very beginning. So if ever you will be having ano, you could use that time na ano talaga, na they could have the preparations. And of course, kasama ako dun sa nagpe-prepare, sa singilan hindi. But when it comes to constant palitan, inaayos ko siya so that I could have the best projects that I could have. Even field trip, I also have field trip. Ayan, accomplished kasi tuwang-tuwa sila diyan. Tuwang-tuwa sila in a way na I said, "You will have a vlog for field trip." Kasi ayaw nila, sabi ko, "Magvo-vlog kayo. So you just, we have 3 destinations, you could just choose one." And then, sorry na, pero kasi grammar kasi kami nun. So ngayon, papalit-palitan nila yung mga iba't ibang colors. It signifies anong parts of speech siya dun sa caption. So that is my project for them. By the way, the first word for today para sa ating quiz would be bazinga. Okay, the first word for our quiz is bazinga. That is the first bonus word for today. So, Bazinga by Sheldon Cooper. Okay, so yon. So, yun yung project nila. So, nakakatuwa kasi when they are starting their shooting, nasa gasoline station pa lang kami sa first stop namin. They're beginning is, "Hi everyone, we're here in a Starbucks and as you can see, this is the bus." Then, ganun sila. So, ngayon, Ang gawa lang kasi the people na kasabay naming mag-field trip, they could hear these students that they keep on speaking in English and then so gano'n. Kasi nga they are with their classmates eh. So since they're with their classmates, they are enjoying it. Parang nilalaro na lang nila sa inaartihan na, we're here as you can see, you can see some horses. Parang ganun. Parang Kim Kardashian. But it's very fun. Tapos inedit nila, yun nga lang naloka sila sa edit. Okay. So yun. So you could do those different things so that they could feel a sense of accomplishment. And of course, you need to praise them. As an advisor din, ako mahirap maging advisor kasi as an advisor, you need to let them feel that they are accomplished. Okay? And of course, kahit naman any subjects, you could have different motivation that nagagalaw sila. So of course, that's for you. Now, supposedly this is our next activity. You will design a simple exercise program. So of course, I cannot do it to you. But as a suggestion, I always suggest this lately because I am having yoga classes and it's really good. Um, it's a bit of stress reliever for me. So I do love yoga. I do love what I'm doing right now. So I am suggesting that you too take classes, or if you don't have that extra money, you could do some YouTube video tutorials. So it's really good because it's you parang flexible ka, parang gano'n. It's really that nice. Okay, now we'll have the cognitive development of the intermediate schoolers. According to Howard Gardner, intelligence is the ability to create an effective product or offer a service that is valued in a culture. A set of skills that makes it possible for a person to solve problems in life. The potential for finding or creating solutions for problems which involves gathering new knowledge. Now, my dear students, is it this familiar with you? And now, if you will deep down realize that what we're talking about is research. So we're dealing with research with this one. Intelligence is research. It's like research. Bakit? Kasi you are creating asking products. And intelligence now, according to Howard Gardner, hindi siya just knowing something, but rather it helps you to solve problems in your life. Intelligence ang tawag doon. Hindi siya yung memorize mo to, but how you apply this. How will you make it valuable in the society that you have? So yun. It is very good. Now, what are the initial cognitive characteristics? Intermediate school children greatly enjoy the cognitive abilities that they can now utilize because of the lots of schema that they already have. So, ayan. Their thinking skills have become more effective as compared to their primary years. That's why your lessons na are mabibigat na talaga. Yung lessons sa secondary education natin that we will teach our youngsters, our students, future students are actually very hard because you already gained the knowledge, the mastery of this of the they have gained the knowledge and mastery from basic education years. Now they are more into uh making a more specific bigger problems. Their skills have become more effective as compared to primary years. Reading texts have become longer. Problem solving has become everyday part of their lives. So sa English, Filipino, madhaba na. Ang ninipis na ano, no more pictures na, very little pictures. But still we could understand. The good thing about reading comprehension is that there's a picture, parang there's a vivid picture in our head na parang, wow, we're reading this text and I can imagine it. It's like I'm playing a mini movie series in my head. So that's very important as well. Okay, so problem solving skills is very normal na. So that's why hindi na kayo malilituhin, ganon. Okay. Their ability to use logic and reasoning to give them chances of thinking about what they want and how to get it. Okay. One of the things that we must master when we are doing this is, for me, for example, you ask them a series of questions na why. Socratic model tayo. Like for instance, why do you want to vote this candidate? And then they will reason because of this. And then you will ask, based on the answer, you will ask also a question. and then they will answer. Then they will. So it is an exercise of the brain. Okay, they now become more very interested in talking about their future and even potential careers. This is by this time junior high school level, nandiyan na sila sa they're thinking about their future careers. Now they want to become a doctor, a teacher, an architect, a zoologist, a paleontologist, policeman, accountancy. They want to become an English teacher, so preschool teacher. So they do have their career na with them. Now, the reading development in this age, it is marked by a wide application of word attack. They are no longer in fairy tales and magic type of stories, but they are more interested in more complex areas. For example, fiction books and series. I do have to agree with this one. Based on what I have experienced when I was a kid, I do love fairy tales. Kasi yun yung mga cute, parang about life. But now in high school, I've seen the books of my students and myself as well. We do still love magic, but a reasonable magic. Like for instance, the Harry Potter. Even if Harry Potter is magic, it has a basis pa din. The characters there are based from Greek mythology and different mythology around the world because J.K. Rowling based it on different stories. Like for instance, yung kay Grindelwald ngayon, yung huli nilang lumabas, I forgot the purest being. So, nandun din siya sa Shang-Chi, yung dragon, parang dragon-like na parang usa. So, I forgot. Chilid, ayun, the Kilid. Okay, Chilid, Kilid, yon. So, it's based on mythology as well. So, we also love our heroes before. It's not just because they saved the world, but we are now also interested with their lives, how did they build their lives na. Dati hindi naman, pero ngayon they are logically. Okay, so students nowadays, kasi before, yung sa fairy tales, it's just it's not, there's no logic, parang they have powers and that's it. But now they have powers and the way they use their powers is based on something. Hindi siya yung basta blah 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 blah. Hindi siya ganon. Okay? It is based on something now and kids are more interested with this one. Attention, older children have longer and more flexible attention span compared to younger children, of course. That's why I think yung science ay 2 hours na. So usually all subjects are 1 hour and science is 2 hours. Computer is 2 hours. Nire-request na mag 2 hours kasi nga for the hands-on activities. And it's fine. They are able to maintain this kind of things. Their span of attention is dependent on how much is required to given task. And they can focus longer in schoolworks as well. Now, they're more open to explore new things. Creativity is innate in children. They just need a little guidance and support from parents, teachers, people around them. Creativity, children encourage when the activities one, encourage different responses from each child. So different set of activities to. Um, Celebrate uniqueness. We need to let our students understand that being unique sometimes is okay. Breaking the stereotypes, value process over product. So reduce stress and anxiety, support share ideas, and minimize competition and external rewards. What is the problem with external rewards? Like for instance, okay, anak, if ever that you will do this, you will receive this one. Okay, so you will have tangible materials. And as ano, dapat matuto sila na not all the time that you did something good will happen. Like for instance, sa work, sobra-sobra na yung ginawa mong trabaho. Pero that doesn't mean nasasahod ka. That doesn't mean sasahod ka or bibigyan ka ng raise. Not all the time ganun. Because sometimes they need to understand that we also need to have some sacrifices as well. The impact of media, ayan. The impact of the use of television and other media like computer has gained popularity because the students are given one, they could they're given opportunity to communicate in speech and in writing. They work collaboratively with other people. I remember even before tawag dito, some students are uh what do you call this? Wait lang. Okay. So, even before, teka, sorry, na-distract ako sa messages. Okay, even before, wala pang pandemic, I've seen my students use their their messenger. Kasi we also have research in junior high school. Nagkaroon kami ng research, nagpa-conduct ako ng research. Kasi research yung nasa book. So, kailangan nila mag-research. So, yun ang ginawa namin. So, during the research, I've seen them, nagkakaroon sila ng ng nagkakaroon sila nag-Google Meet sila, they're doing their projects na naka-present. So, bata ano pa lang nun, wala pa silang pandemic, they're utilizing it. But as teachers, since hindi naman lahat before, gano'n, we could use some activities as well, 'di ba? Parang puwede tayo ngayon kasi puwede nang gumawa, ano yung puwede nating gawin. So I'm using rooms, kasi para nakakapag-collaborate kayo. And I was thinking din, next time, I will be having instead of podcast, um, I'll be having a different activity. Tititignan ko yung capacity ng Google Meet, and we will have different rooms, tapos magkakaiba kayong section, magkakaiba kayo ng group, tapos nasa isa kayong room to do this sort of activity as well. So, I'm planning to have this kind of activity na, na gagawin. But still, of course, we're still in the process. Use of technological tools, also analyze problems, set goals, and form strategies for achieving these goals. Seek out information or skills in their own as needed to meet their goals. Ayan. Teachers, of course, need to be an eager participant to children's growth and development. This is our problem kasi we need to be able to participate with our children's needs. And as teachers, ang dami nating kailangan gawin for them. Must understand how to use the children's natural curiosity to help make appropriate developmental leaps in their skills and abilities. And must create an atmosphere where risks can be taken and discoveries made the children remain safe. So with this one, I actually have one story for this remain safe. Kasi kami pa project kami for El Filibusterismo. And in El Filibusterismo, yung scene na sinushoot na ng mga bata inside the school is tawag dito, what is the scene of that? Parang may NPA, ano ba NPA ng mga ano, basta yung mga tulisan, okay, mga tulisan. So they are looking for place in which magbumukhang tulisan. Sa CEU kasi maraming madamo do'n. So, bagay na bagay siya, do'n yung mga bata sa field, tapos tulisan, tapos i-shoot nila yung camera nila na ganyan-ganyan. Tapos ngayon, yung isa kong estudyante, sabi niya, ano yun, parang may ano nga daw yung I forgot the term, the sewage, ayan. "May sewage dito," sabi niyang gano'n. Hindi nadinig ng isa, ayun, pumasok na, nahulog siya sa sewage. Sobrang nagde-debate kami do'n kasi may pa-contest kami ng debate. Naglalaban yung mga anakis namin, tapos tumatakbo yung mga bata, "Ma'am, ma'am, nahulog po sa sewage." Diyos ko, napakabaho nung bata. Talagang naliligo siya. Ayan, pinatigil namin yung activity, kaya imbis na film, pinagawa naming play kasi nga may nahulog sa sewage. So it's very important talaga na sama-sama kayo gano'n, na talagang the students should always be safe as well. Next, now let's have the Unit 5, the socio-emotional development of intermediate schoolers. So for the second word, bonus word natin ngayon ay, walaan niyo kung ano. Okay? Our bonus word right now would be Harvey Specter. Ayan. Harvey Specter. So I'm using random things in my head kasi the reason why I'm using this para wala kayong bastihan. Okay? Unit 5, late childhood social-emotional development of intermediate schoolers. Now, I'm sorry I'll be using this na kasi wala na akong time. Understanding self-competence, self-identity, self-concept. One of the most widely recognized characteristics of this period of development is the acquisition of feelings of self competence. This is what Eric Erickson referred to when he described the development task of middle childhood, the social crisis industry versus inferiority, which we discussed back then. It refers to the drive to acquire new skills and do meaningful work. The child could have growing sense of competence. The child's definitions of accomplishment vary greatly according to interpretations of surrounding environment. For instance, sa bahay namin, in our household, um, grades are actually not that important. Mas gusto ng nanay ko is madinig niya sa tao na I am a good daughter, parang gano'n, na nakaka-proud kasi maganda yung impact. I actually don't have any medals. Mailap ako sa award, but I do have medals for taekwondo, ayan, bronze, gold, 'yan, meron ako. But when it comes to ano, wala akong mga medal. But she's okay pa din because she's very happy of the impact, yung mga pagdating sa work, pag nadidinig niya yung name ko, she's very proud of that, as well as my father as well. Sa family namin, lagi yung sasabihan na gano'n. So they're very happy. So they are focused on the ugali. There's some parents, they value education, being an academic achiever. They value that so much na to the point na the academic achiever students nila talagang sobra nilang pine-pressure yung bata. And wala nang ginagawa yung bata sa bahay, kundi mag-aral lang. Hindi sila pinapatulong. So the problem with that is, 'pag bumagsak yung bata, "Ano ba 'yan, lang ginagawa mo, mag-aral tapos hindi mo pa nakakaya." So it depends on the value. So now the sense of achievement, sense of accomplishment of each child will vary kung ano ba yung in-accomplish ng mga magulang nila for them. Okay? So varied opportunities must be provided in order for children to develop a sense of perseverance. They should be offered chances to both fail and succeed. This is the problem with students na they are too much accomplished na. Like for instance, I have this one person that I know. Uh he is so he is known na sobra niyang parang ang alam sa bahay nila talaga is lagi siya matalino, na lahat ng desisyon niya is okay, his teachers like him. So as in gano'n. Now when he started working, hindi siya okay mag-work, and hindi niya matanggap na when it comes to work, hindi okay yung mga decisions niya. And it's hard for him. Parang ang tagal niyang ininda na nasabihan siya na hindi pala siya magaling. Kasi minsan sa work gano'n, lalo na if you were in the industry, akala ko pa na matalino ka, hindi ka pala matalino. Parang mga gano'n. So, palpak yung trabaho mo, ayan. So, for that kind of, pag hindi kasi sanay mag-fail yung bata, pag lagi siyang tama, and first time niya nakatikim ng, for so many years, nakatikim siya ng fail, it's hard for them to swallow those kind of things. Okay? During late childhood, children can now describe themselves with internal and psychological characteristic and traits. They most likely employ more social comparison, distinguishing themselves from others in dealing with other children. They show increase in perspective taking. Disability increases with age. Perspective taking enables the child to judge others' intention, purpose, and actions, give importance to social attitudes and behaviors, and to increase skepticism of others' claims. So with this one, pag talagang matindi yung self-concept ng bata and self-confidence, they could have their own perspective thinking. Like, hindi sila mabilis mananalo. They're skeptical. Tama ba yung sinasabi nito? Parang mali. Okay. So, I am not quite sure if this is correct. So, yun. So, yun na-develop sa mga bata. Now, similar to the emotional development to other areas of development, children in this stage show improved emotional understanding. Kasi dati, di ba, pag bata sila, nasaktan sila, iyak. But now, they understand na they know how to control. They're trying to control their feelings. In questionnaires that more than one emotion can be experienced in a single experience. Pwede kang naiiyak, natatawa, or galit, iyak, ganon. So, they may also utilize, also show greater ability to show or conceal emotions. And of course, emotional intelligence is also important. Sabi nga nila mas okay na pa yung EQ kaysa IQ kasi when it comes to well, IQ is very important. But if you don't have EQ, mahirap siya kasi ang EQ, yun yung emotional quotient mo na ah, you are able to blend with other people. Kasi for instance, mataas nga yung IQ mo, sobrang dami mong kayang gawin, gano'n. But it's hard for you to communicate with other people. Now, 'pag mahirap ka what if your line is business? So, hindi ka makakahanap talaga ng tao na that will have that or paano kung kunwari ang line mo is you're in a corporate world and namamasukan ka ta's hindi ka marunong mag-gano'n ng wala kang masyadong EQ, it will be hard for you. Mas mabilis kasi makisama 'pag mataas ang EQ. Okay, developing emotional, okay. And use this guide to motivate behavior. So developing emotional self-awareness, managing emotion, self-control is also important. Kasi if pinagagana natin lagi ang ating emosyon, we will decide very bad things. Like for instance, sa traffic light lang, nagkagalitan. So pag nagkagalitan, nag-away, hindi na sila sana kung hindi lang nagkibuan eh. What if nagpatayan pa? So it's not that good to have this kind of things. If you don't have self-control. Reading emotions, of course. Okay. Sabi dito, medyo ano 'to, ano kaya yung nakikita niya, okay, hindi good time para magpaalam, okay. So, may mga good time and bad time para magpaalam ng mga bagay, okay. So, importante yun. Next is handling emotion, how you resolve problems. Alam niyo ang hirap in a relationship, it's hard to have people who have, um, low 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 things para sa handling of emotions kasi yun yung mga nananakit. Yan yung mga kasi hindi nila mapigil yung sarili nila and then they oo, gano'n 'di ba? So, it's very important that they could handle your emotions very well, especially for the boys. Lagi niyong tatandaan talo kayo 'pag kayo nakasakit. Kasi sa babae, tiruin mo yung kay Amber Heard ang tagal bago ilitis, 'di ba? So, dun sa part, kasi, and Johnny Depp because of so much love parang tinatago niya pa at saka of course aside from that parang, "Hoy, lalaki ka ta's hindi mo kayang ganonin." Subukan niyo naman na kayo ang manakit, kayo yung magkakaroon ng problem. So that's also part. Building friendships, okay, is very important. So they are, 5 types of peer status. Number 1, popular. This is the nominated as the best friend and one who is rarely disliked by peers. Siya yung pinakamagaling. Taas ng EQ nito. Kasi parang lahat gusto siya. If ever, if just imagine nandun ka sa isang anime na ito yung popular person that everybody likes. Siya yung bida na everybody likes, everybody love. Siya yung very popular. Okay, so yan. Average, ayan, mga wallflowers. Receive an average number of positive or negative nomination. Neglect, ayan yung mga, well, let's say, yung mga weird, very seldom nominated as best friend but is not really disliked. So parang he is there. He is just there. Actually, I think it's either when I was in high school and college, I am in average and neglected. Either dun sa dalawa. But outside our classroom, I am popular. Okay? I know that. Kasi marami kong kakilala, marami nakakilala sa akin sa college because I've been hosting talaga. Tsaka nga, kakaiba nga ako. Uy, weird pala 'no? So, kakaiba nga, I think when I was in college, I am popular to outside kasi marami akong kakilala because it's madali ako makisama sa kanila. But when it comes to my classmates, I think I am just an average or neglected. Either sa dalawa na 'yon. Rejected, infrequently nominated as best friend, but one who is also disliked by peers. Okay. So controversial, frequently nominated as best friend, but at the same time is disliked by peers. Ito yung mga um, plastic yung mga nakaharap sa kanya. Hindi ko alam kung bakit may controversial. Popular children which peers find very positive have the following skills. Um, and as a result, they become most favored in the group. They give out reinforcement and they act naturally. So sabi nila ganon. They listen carefully to keep open communication. They are happy and are in control of their negative emotions. They show enthusiasm and concern for others. Well, my dear students, kasi, when I was in high school and college, I have this thing na I, kung ano yung alam kong tama, yun ang alam kong tama. That's how I am when I was younger. So, for instance, mali ka. Napaka-toxic ng relationship niyo, hiwalayin mo na yan. Gano'n ako before. So, wala akong pakialam sa nararamdaman mo. Mali yan. Okay. Ayaw pala ng mga tao nun. Okay. So, and another thing, I have this thing, ayoko talaga sa mga reporter na nagbabasa lang. Like, they will just read it. And my face talaga, what the fuck? Sorry for the term. Pa yan, nagbabasa lang? Nakakainis, parang gano'n. Parang, ano ba? Parang gano'n. So, and lately, I've known with my classmates, napagtsismisan na pala ako na, when I was there, when I was in college, ayaw pala nila akong nakikita 'pag nagre-report sila. Kasi nga masama daw yung ugali ko. Hindi naman ako college pa lang ano, gano'n na. So, parang gano'n. So, when I was in high school, I think neglected ako. In college, siguro yung controversial. I don't know, I just learned it recently. Pero I've realized, okay. So, people don't like to be told the truth. And sometimes, the things that I thought is true is not true. So, during my second year of teaching, I actually changed. Changed in a way na I've seen different perspectives. I've seen why people in toxic relationships are still there. I see that my students' needs are very important as well. They have their different opinions. That's why, during my second year of teaching, I told my students, kasi nung una sobrang higpit ko eh. Tas sobrang sila yung estudyante na nakakainis talaga. Ayaw ng mga prof. Sabi ko, sige ganito na lang. Ganito gawin natin, sabi ko sa mga anakis ko. Kasi nga medyo ugali ko nga, eh, mainitin ang ulo ko before. Ngayon ganito na ako. Sabi ko sa mga anak ko, "O sige ganito, dahil lagi kayong natatawag, basta," sabi ko, "alam ko yung kung ano yung nangyayari. Kung meron man kayo, sabihin niyo lang sa'kin para alam ko yung gagawin. Ngayon, kapag mali kayo, wala na akong pakialam, basta." Kung ano yung hindi ko naman dadagdagan yung parusa ng inyong teachers, hindi ko siya dadagdagan. Hindi ko rin siya babawasan. Hindi ko kayo ipapakiusap na kung sakali man kunwari nahuli kayo na ganito, hindi ko kayo ipapakiusap na, "Utang na loob po, wag niyo ng ganunin." Hindi ko kayo papakiusap. What you see, what you get. Pero sabi ko sa kanila, kapag kayo ang naagrabyado, hindi puwedeng hindi tayo lalaban. They know that. And now, and also there are times kapag masama talaga, wala talaga ako sa wisyo, I will tell my students, "Mga anak, 'wag muna kayong makulit ha, ayoko kasing magsisiga, ayoko ng sumigaw, wala ako sa mood ngayon, baka kako mapagsalitaan ko lang kayo, kaya please you listen to me." 'Di okey sila, tatahimik sila na gano'n. Ta's the following day, sabi ng estudyante ko, yung president ng klase namin, class mayor, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am, mainit pa ulo mo?" Sabi ko, "Hindi na." Harap! Ta's ang ingay na nila. But I could jive. Okay, so nagkaroon kami ng understanding. So after nun, we did a good job. We survive each other, and I think they're still requesting me to become their advisor ever since. Kasi talagang we celebrate uniqueness in my class. I understand them. I listen to them. Lagi na lang ako nakikinig sa kanila. Kasi nga, I want them to know how to, and hindi ako kumakampi sa ibang group. Like for instance, okay, sige, you settle it down. Hindi na ako open forum. Kasi ang nangyari sa open forum, isa lang yung titirahin, 'di ba? So parang yun nga yung open forum ta's isang tao lang yung bubwisitin mo, parang gano'n. So I don't have that kind of thing na hindi na ako nagpapa-open forum. So, yun. So that friendship talaga, it's different. So as an advisor, kailangan mo siyang iaayos. And for our third word for today, since friends, let us have my favorite character, Chandler Bing. Okay, Chandler Bing. That would be your third bonus points. We still have two more. Okay, So now, on the other hand, there is why the group of majority of peers develop negative feelings toward rejected children. So, nandito kaya ang ugali ko when I was in high school. Tingnan natin. One, they participate less in classroom. Pabibo ko pag classroom. So, hindi ako to. Pabibo, Jollibee ako. They have negative attitudes on school tardiness and attendance. Lagi akong late. I really have this kind of problem. Kaya pinaglinis ako ng faculty room before kasi sobra akong late. I think ang late ko noon, just to practice for graduation ha, I think 20 plus. Nakatamad kasing pumasok ng maaga. So, that's my problem. Next year, often reported as being lonely. Ay, hindi naman ako lonely. Pero madalas ako sa corridor. They're aggressive. Okay, let's check. In boys, they become impulsive, have problems in being attentive or disruptive. Ayan yung mga nangaaway lagi. Okay. They're emotionally reactive and slow to calm down. Okay? So nakakatuwa to. Ganito yung mga nakakatuwang magjowa ano sa klase. Sila yung okay lang 'yan. Akala mo naman akala mo naman sobrang big deal yung mga ginagawa ng ano. There are fewer social skills to maintain friends. Ayan. So sino kaya ako hindi ako ganyan. Pagkakaan. And of course, hindi nasama. Okay, hindi nasama yung other things. So for the boys lang 'to, hamon na yung girls. Sa girls, I think usually maarte yung problema. And of course, the family support is crucial at this stage, which characterized by success and failure. If children do not find a supportive family when they find their interests, they can get frustrated. I remember one of my favorite comedians, si Jokoy, sabi niya, yung nanay daw niya when he told that he want to become a comedian, naiyak daw yung nanay niya. So, "Hi, who told you you were funny?" Parang gano'n. Okay, so it's really hard. It's very frustrating if sa mga family. Actually, kung kunwari ang pangarap mo sa buhay is, for instance, for example, you want to become this person tapos, your parents are in the line. For instance, I have a cousin, yung cousin ko magaling siya talaga mag-drawing. So, she wants to become a fine art student in UST. So, sa pagiging fine art students niya sa UST, ang nangyari, pinondohan siya ng tatay niya, lahat. Everyone in our family said, "Ba't di ka na lang mag-architect? Ba't di ka na lang mag-ganito?" So, walang pakialam yung pinsan ko, gano'n. And until now, ang galing kasi nagko-komisyon siya. Malaki yung kinikita niya kasi yung pinsan ko nakikita ko yung mga pinupuntahang lugar, nasa bahay lang siya, tapos talagang marami siyang napupuntahang mga lugar na leisure na ginagastusan niya, naiipon niya. So, because of the salary. So, goods naman. Now, I have this cousin na hindi supportive yung parents nila. So, what happened is, ah, sabi ng nanay gusto niya mag-fine arts. Sabi ng nanay niya, "Hindi anak, wala kang mararating dun, hindi ko alam yung fine arts. Mag-ano ka na lang, mag-architecture ka na lang." Well, kahit hindi niya gusto yung architecture, kaso hindi siya nakapasa ng bulso. Ngayon nasa nursing siya. So, grabe yung shift nun. Kaya iyak siya ng iyak nung first ano. Kaya lang, nagustuhan naman niya. Kaya. So, it's really hard to have as a family na hindi siya supportive of what we want. And we're very lucky na rin ngayon if ever that your family members are very supportive of you. Actually, hindi lahat gusto mag-teacher eh. Kasi walang pera sa pagtuturo. Well, my dear students, yes, walang pera kung, mind you, magtuturo ka lang. Wala talaga. But if you will like, for instance, ang English majors, may pera tayo. Saan? We need to provide different, for example, part-time jobs, books, writing books, editing thesis, editing grammar. Ako kahapon, I think, ditong thesis week, kasi naniningil ako for grammarian. I think naka 10,000 ako. Yun nga lang 10 thesis yung binasa ko. So inayos ko lang yung subject and verb agreement. Naka 10,000 ako almost nitong sem na 'to. Sa math majors kayo, statistician. 'Pag natripan niyo yung pagiging statistician, kasi ako ang singil ko per thesis is 1K. Yung statistician, 3,500. So imagine kung ang titignan mo lang dun statement of the problem, a title statement of the problem questionnaire, tapos a little bit nung chapter 4 and 5. Pero hindi ikaw yung gagawa. Sasabihin mo sa bata kung paano gawin. 3,500, cha-ching! So just imagine, 'di ba, meron. Okay, research, gumagawa ng research, books. We also have that. Pero yung turo at turo lang, my dear students, wala. Wala talagang kita 'yon. Pero 'pag inalign mo lahat, you align every single thing dun sa forte ninyo, sa dun may pera. Um, sa BE-Ed, ano ang pera sa BE-Ed? Sa BE-Ed, 'pag nag-focus ka sa special child ta's nag-abroad ka, 'yon. Or sa special education, hmm, puwede kang mag-units pa for SPED. Dun, malaki pera dun. Kasi nga konti lang yung special ano na klase. Parang iba't ibang lugar hindi pa siya sobrang dami. And 'pag nasa abroad ka na, ang laki ng kita dun. BPED, ayan. I've told you that I've been in yoga class lately. And my teacher there is a BPED instructor. Ang klase namin ng yoga sa kanya for 10 sessions is 3,000. Now, sa 3,000 na yun, usually 10 kami. So sa isang 10 calculator. Okay. So let's say 10 kami. So 3,000 times 10. So 30,000. So sa 30,000 na yon, 10 days lang siya. So tama ba? 3,000 divided by 10. Tama? Okay. Ay, inulit-ulit ko lang ano. So 10. So just imagine, so sa 10 sessions namin, meron siyang 3,000. 3,000 each sessions, 1 hour. So ngayon dahil dalawang klase kami, yung mga intermediate na, 2 hours, 6,000 siya. Anong ginagawa nung teacher namin na yon sa yoga? Nag-yoga siya, tinuturo niya sa amin. Beneficial pa sa kanya kasi yung katawan niya talagang gaganti. So for example, 2 hours yoga, gano'n siya ng gano'n. So talagang ang sexy niya. Okay? So, and yung klase nun, since it's a yoga class, 'pag hindi namin na-attend-nan yun, wala. Kasi tuloy-tuloy yung klase, 'di ba? So ngayon yung asawa din niya gano'n. Nagtuturo ng Muay Thai din yung asawa niya. So I don't know if he is a PE teacher as well. Si Ma'am Joyme, I asked her, marami siyang mga coaching, okay? So other PE professors natin, meron ano, si Sir Paeng sa Maine, meron silang swimming club kasi yung anak niya, swimmer kasi si Sir Paeng, tas namana yung anak niya. Meron silang swimming club. So I think yung club nila per membership 3,000. So tuturuan nila mag-swimming. So physically fit. Sa basketball, you can put up a summer clinic. Kaya lang, of course, you need to be good at it before you could put up with this thing. Pag referee, hindi kayo magugutom, biped. Ang dami, magkano per referee ng per game. I think nung nagtanong kami talaga, na pagbabayaran kayo sa tamang halaga, nasa almost 500 per game. So ilan 'yun, okey, 'di ba? So pangkain niyo rin 'yan. So 'yun, usually side hustles. Sa Filipino major, actually hindi ako masyadong ano sa Filipino major, pero, usually din yung mga language, lalo na ngayon mahirap maghanap ng thesis ng Filipino. So, kasi puro English, 'di ba? Tapos yung grammarian puro Filipino, kuha niyo yung Filipino. So you need to learn to have a hustle. Okay? So sometimes din may mga Filipino grammar classes. So you just need to look for the things na ano, yun, dun kayo kikita. Dun kayo magkakaroon ng additional income. What else? Filipino, math, science. Sa science, of course, same with sa science, ang daming tutorial sessions. You could same, pwede rin kayo mag-stat. If you're good in grammar, you could also have that. Sa science kasi usually stat nga siya. And maraming mga different activities sa science. And of course, scholarships, you could also have scholarships din. Madami sa mga subjects ninyo. Okay? So, yan. Now, I'll be stopping my presentation. So, meron pa tayong two bonus questions. So, later, dito na tayo sa adolescence. I'll be stopping this one. Para dalawa naman. Okay? Stop recording.